popping toppings like corn inside a microwave. You're not glued in to the team on Janay and Dave. They share a laugh and don't mind the debate, cause it's all a lot of fun, never argue with hate. But the topics get heated like teeth that's not brushed. The show's about an hour, so please, there's no rush. If you don't get the jokes and feel offended, to put it quite simply, that's not my business. That's not my business. Yep.
You know, I feel like we've done this before. Several damn times. Hold on, let me. I got to make some adjustments because I want people to see the shirt. Because the shirt says, "You gonna get this Black Girl Magic today."
Okay.
Today, not yesterday, not on tomorrow, but today, which is right now. Because yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that's when you gonna get this Black Girl Magic, bitch. Welcome to the show. It's been a minute. Happy to have you guys here. Welcome to It's Not My Business. I'm Dave. That's Janay. We're the Andersons. In case you didn't figure that out. So we are so excited. I know I'm excited. I am excited. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you know this is my favorite time of year. It's Scorpio season, bitch. And you can tell everybody. And you can tell everybody.
Not the man.
I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man. Listen, you have what's today's date? Live. It's October 25th.
Yep.
So you have approximately less than 4 weeks of shopping to pay tribute to the great one. And Janay's birthday is on the 15th, so there's that too. So there's, you know, it's Scorpio season, bitches. Just get into it. Melanin everywhere. Like, thanks, Libras. We'll take it from here. Appreciate you, Sagittarius. Hold on and stand back and stand down. Stand back, stand down. Okay, now talking to the Sagittarius. Scorpio season, bitches. Oh my goodness.
Retrograde and all.
Woo! See, Stephanie D. McKenzie, I told you Scorpio people to behave. I don't understand this slander. I don't understand your slander right now. I have nothing. See, listen,
right.
Keisha Gibson, hey, Scorpio season.
Scorpio season.
Yeah, her and Xavier are Scorpios. Let's go.
I should have known.
Let's go.
I should have known.
Let's go. Oh my
Hey,
gosh. Hey, Aunt Jerry, what up? Oh, real quick, before we get all into the shit, excuse me, Aunt Jerry, this is the part where I curse, so you know, just hold your ears. Earmuffs, Aunt Jerry, earmuffs. Before we get all the way into the shit, speaking of shit, have you, okay, I don't know if you know this or not, right? So Xavier and Keisha Gibson run two businesses. One is Kick Weight with Keisha, right? And she does this amazing keto situation, which does analysis, meal plan. I've lost over 20 pounds. Like, it's absolutely amazing. Here's the problem. When you do keto, sometimes you get constipated, and sometimes that means you have to get a little bit of laxative tea. And sometimes when you use inferior toilet paper, you might have an accident. So that's what we don't do. So that's why Triumph Tissue is so important. I'm gonna need y'all to go right now and get yourself a subscription, young partner. TriumphTissue.com. Proud sponsors of It's Not My Business, the Business Bully Podcast, the David Banner Podcast, and wherever podcast you goddamn listen to, because the Gibsons got bags. So I need y'all to go and support my Scorpio brother and sister in all their light skin glory. We listen. We don't get upset that they light skin because they move like they chocolate.
Well, they're the golden couple.
They are very good. They literally are made. They're made of gold. They are made of gold. And I'm just trying to tell you, man. Like, Triumph Tissue is so strong, right? It is so strong that if you, Michelle told me this. Michelle, one of my operators here at Business Bully TV. Michelle says, Dave, they need to put it in a box. And I said, what you mean? I went out just now. I was like, what do you mean? He said, because when I blow my nose, it doesn't blow through. That 3-ply does not blow through.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Now, and Devlin been sick a little bit. And I'm going to tell you, these tissues out here, these tissues ain't built for no 5-year-old nose.
Not at all.
They're not. Yo, we got to box that. Jeff over here talking about Team Light Skin. Jeff, you are so lucky. Jeff, not even gonna do it. But yeah, TriumphTissue.com. You can get yourself a subscription. It's worth it. Don't waste no gas to wipe your ass. So You want to talk politics now?
Oh yes, let's talk politics.
All right.
But how are we going to do this? Where are we going to start? Because there's so much shit to talk about with this politics.
I have so much I want to say.
I just want it to be over. I'm so tired of talking about it. I'm tired of people's passion fruit philosophies. I'm done.
I don't even know what
I can't wait to know.
Are, but
then we can't get rid of it because goddamn well, the minute the election's over, then we got to deal like for several weeks.
Yeah, with the post-Trump analysis.
Gee whiz.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up and down, like there comes a point where you got to understand that you cannot think that you're just gonna sit this out, and we're not gonna be talking all this traditional stuff. Now, what I did, in case you guys missed it, I'm gonna put it in the chat. 5 minutes in, you weak, Stephanie. I ain't even do nothing yet. Janay sitting here, she even wore the dark makeup, so she knew she was serious tonight. I like the makeup, by the way.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
It's a good job right there. But let me tell you something.
Dark makeup?
No, because you're wearing. I don't mean. This is why.
What you mean?
Dark
lipstick?
The lipstick.
Oh, okay.
The whole thing. I wasn't saying like you were. I'm not saying that
I
you're going for.
Dark.
No, that's not what I.
Just messing with you.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now I'm not talking like she was Zoe Saldana in that damn that biopic when she did Nina Simone and I wanted to beat her ass. I have never wanted to beat a woman so bad in my life as if I see Zoe Saldana on the street for trying to play Nina Simone with them horrible prosthetics. That's the bullshit right there. But no, I done put up the link, so I want to put it in the chat for y'all. So if you so feel as though you want to come get this work live, you can bring thine ass to the storehouse and we can talk politics.
Facebook user.
Hello, Facebook user.
I'm complimenting my lip color. Thank you. It is called Bam Bam. It's from
Foliage. See, Foliage.
Yes.
Out here supporting all these black businesses. Yet another light skin owned business.
Yeah, light skin with the pretty eyes.
Light skin with the pretty eyes. And I just, you know what, Stephanie, you got one more Father Jesus for the rest of the show. So I suggest you hold your stand back, stand down. Okay. Listen, man, for us.
So let's get it popping. Let's talk about these politics.
Okay, I'm ready. There's something I want to address, right? And this has been bothering me for the past 6 days.
Oh, Lord.
Because sometimes, listen, as a black man, especially a black man that's an entrepreneur that has built something from nothing, I got an issue when white people try to put me in a box.
Oh,
white people, no diss, but some of you white people try to put black people in a box, especially when they're owning shit. And when they're straight black males, you really get a hard on for fucking us. And this was the case with the brother of the future president of the United States, Chris Cuomo. Y'all heard what I said. Watch what I say. No, I'm telling you, not this election, but the next one. Watch his brother sneak his nasty ass in the White House, looking like a damn old ass Spider-Man supervillain ass face ass nigga. Anyway, listen to this slander, and then I want I'm gonna put your comments up while we go over the slander, and then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna let Janay talk about the slander, and I'm gonna talk about slander, and then we're gonna talk about the slander. All right, and here we go.
After days of being bashed for working with President Trump, rapper and actor Ice Cube says that he is setting the record straight. In a new interview, Cube says he never met with Trump and doesn't endorse either presidential candidate. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell shows us more.
I'm not playing no more of these games, these political games. We're not part of a team.
Rapper Ice Cube speaking out during an interview on CNN, reacting to harsh criticism about his decision to work with President Trump. The backlash starting when Trump advisor Katrina Pearson posted a tweet expressing her appreciation for Ice Cube's willingness to help the administration develop what is being called the Platinum Plan for black communities. Critics questioning the rap star's motives, noting that in 2018 he released a track with lyrics calling for the arrest of Donald Trump. Ice Cube says he is not endorsing Trump and is open to working with Joe Biden's campaign.
Both campaigns contacted me. Both campaigns wanted to talk to me about the contract with Black America. One campaign said, we love what you have, but let's really dig into it after the election. And one campaign said, we love what you have. Do you mind talking to us about it? and that's what I did.
Ice Cube says he has come up with his own plan for racial justice called The Contract with Black America.
I'm not going there talking about minorities. I'm not going there talking about people of color or diversity or none of that stuff. I'm going there for Black Americans, the ones who are the descendants of slaves.
The rapper also fighting back on social media, saying he is bipartisan.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on.
Fuck Mark Brown. I'm assuming fuck ABC7 streaming app. But anyway, guys, Janay's sipping her water.
Because that was some dry ass commentary.
It really was.
I'm parched. It was very dry commentary.
But I am still thirsty.
There you go. I'm gonna take another sip on that one. I'm gonna let you go.
All right. So listen to me. First of all, here's the problem, and I have this conversation in the barbershop. Now, unfortunately, it's one of the few times I actually go back to the old neighborhoods when I get my hair cut. Because listen, I'm not trying to be funny, but white people, it's only like 1 out of 10 million of y'all that can cut hair like a black person. And y'all motherfuckers don't never stay at a shop long enough. So I got to go in the hood where I grew up in order to get the cut. I need to get shout out my man Ace Cuts. So I go on there and get my cut, and we start talking about politics, right? And we start talking about everything that's going on. And I'm like, I don't want to hear shit. If all you do is go to the polls and talk that tradition shit, I don't want to hear shit if only thing you want to hear is Democrat, Master Joe. Democrat, Master Joe.
Democrat,
Master Joe. Democrat, Master Joe. Like, what the hell? Like, no. So I don't think you understand. Voting is a private issue, right? That you should take up in order to take care of your interests. I vote my interest. I do not vote along party lines. I vote what makes the most sense. Here's what you don't understand, mere mortals, okay? Ice Cube is more qualified to talk about politics than T.I. No diss to the King of the South. Y'all know how I feel about Tip. But Ice Cube is also more qualified to talk about politics than, I would say, Killer Mike, whom you love for some odd reason. I have an issue when these white folks start to say, well, Ice Cube does that and this, that, and they try to turn him into a political bit. I have a problem. And Ice Cube checked Chris Cuomo. Is that the right Cuomo?
I think so.
Which one of them? Whatever the Cuomo. CNN Cuomo. Y'all know that Cuomo. Mm-hmm. So, he checked him, because what happens is y'all get real comfortable and start putting words in people's mouths.
Exactly.
Right? And people was like, I was in the barbershop. I want y'all to see where I'm going with this, right? And Ice Cube is from Compton. Okay? Let's not get that twisted, right? And see, you spear chucking jigaboos. Like, it's my fucking show and I own the network. I say what the fuck I want. You spear chucking jigaboos. Run around. Sorry about that. That was not intentional. It's a friendly fire. You spear chucking jigaboos walk around talking about, well, he an athlete, so that don't make no sense. And he works with that white man who owns the big three. But did you stop to think for a minute? Because I just want. How would the Joker put it? Let's roll the clock back a few years, shall we?
How about that?
Let's go back to 1989 when Ice Cube, MC Ren, DJ Yella, Eazy-E were in a group called NWA.
Oh, you took that. Oh, you took what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm not even close. I'm not even close. There was a man who owned that label along with Eric Wright named Jerry Heller. Wait for it. Jerry Heller was a Jew. Right? Ice Cube's manager is the same guy who also co-owns the big three, and he happens to be a Jew. But your issue is that Jewish guy has a problem, is problematic because he's done business with Steve Bannon. I can name several black organizations that have done business with Steve Bannon. But of course, y'all like to dissect shit. Y'all the same motherfuckers who will run around talking about y'all want Little Amandre to get a deal on Def Jam, but have no issue with Leo Korn being a goddamn culture vulture, but you'll shit on Dame Dash. Then, I'm sorry, forgive me, some of you sisters will sit up there and say, I want a black man to step up. And then when the black man steps up, Then it's, oh, well, he shouldn't say that, and he ain't speaking for me. And then Claudia Jordan's ass comes at Ice Cube. Oh, we're going all the way in because I'm going to get all this shit out my goddamn system today. I've been holding this shit for 6 fucking days. So you can get all this work. She going to say, well, why didn't you write anything for black women? He's like, you write it, I put it in. Like, I'm not a woman. Like I did it for black people. Like, we got to start realizing when it's time to have separatist problems and time to have a collective issue. We're not monolithic enough in our habits to be all these sects. And that includes you, LGBTQIA. Because let me tell you something. When the cops gun your dumbasses down in the streets, they don't say that you're trans. They don't say that you're gay. They don't say that you're bi. They say that you're black first. They'll say black transgendered male, black transgendered woman, black non-binary person. Then we talk about everything else. See, the race comes first. The only people who seem to be lost about that are black people. Mm-hmm. And then because they start saying, hey, I got hot sauce in my bag, or they play Despacito, or they show up and do the nay-nay, or they don't have time to meet with Ice Cube, but they got time to meet with Cardi fucking B. And no diss to Cardi. Y'all know I love me some goddamn Cardi B. Cardi B can do no wrong in my eyes. However, Joe Biden meeting with Cardi B, but not meeting with someone who wrote some of the greatest, arguably the premier father of gangster rap, up to and above Dr. Dre, in my professional opinion, because without the writing, it don't matter how good the beats are. Or at least in the 80s and 90s. Today, it's a fucking free-for-all. But I'm trying to understand that y'all not getting it. And then this dumb shit about, well, it doesn't affect us because we're not in the one perspective. Speak for yourself, bitch. Speak for yourself. Then let's talk about the 13 full-time black people I employ and their fucking families who count on me. Right? Let's talk about bullyai.com, which means I had to go and buy a company in India in order to bring bots to you, sales processes to you, a website in 72 hours with folks working around the clock in order to make that happen. If I get 62% tax on my business, I'm firing 13 people. If I get 62% tax on my business, I got a lot of shit that's going to get cut around here. I'm going back to a straight baldy. I will be in my kitchen with the clippers and a goddamn push broom. And Janay gonna be like, you missed the hair, because it's gonna be hair all over the fucking kitchen. Sadie might choke because it's gonna be hair all over the fucking kitchen because I can't afford $100 haircuts if I got 62% of this shit getting taken. That's what y'all don't miss. Y'all think small businesses, right, are 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Small business is anything from $1 to 56 million. But y'all don't know that because y'all don't bother to read the tax code. Mm-hmm. But y'all letting Joe Biden say, well, you know, my daughter calls me Joey B, so we could be relatives. How, Joe Biden? You don't even remember your name. And I don't even like Donald Trump, but when he told that motherfucker he was hiding out in his basement and Trump don't have the luxury of hiding out in his basement, I peed a little bit. Just a little bit. But Ice Cube built a 9-figure business. Without Ice Cube, there is no Chris Tucker. Without Ice Cube, there's no John Witherspoon at that level. Without Ice Cube, there's no Tiny Lister, there's no Angela Means, there is no Mike Epps, there is no black rapper filmmakers. There's no 50 Cent. There's no going straight to DVD. There's none of that. All of that was Cube. And they told him, why are you sitting there writing them scripts? The only person who believed in him was John Singleton. And without Ice Cube being in Boys in the Hood, there's no John Singleton either, bitch. But what y'all do is you disparage the very black men you say you want them to step up because you take their balls, you put them in a fucking Vitamix, and you make a nigga-ass smoothie. But tell me again how Joe Biden is going to help you. Joe Biden told him no. And no, Ice Cube did not show up to the photo op with Ludacris in them. I wouldn't fucking either. You want to know what happens at photo ops? This. And then everybody goes to their separate fucking corners. But you wouldn't know that because you don't have 31 years of experience in entertainment. I do, bitch. So, as someone who actually went out and started a political action committee, as someone that actually pays taxes, and y'all mad because Donald Trump only pays $750 in taxes, it's because your dumbass ain't learned to start a business, because not everybody can be an entrepreneur, Dave. Everybody doesn't have to be an entrepreneur to take advantage of the tax abatement, you dumb clucks. But, you know, when I say these things, I'm too harsh. Janay just don't want hair all over her kitchen. She just don't want.
Listen.
Just listen.
I mean, you said you sort of took you went it. You had to get it out. I get it.
Sorry.
So you took the angle.
I'm gonna go get some water. You go ahead and listen. I'm gonna
you
get my big ass on up, because 62% of this couch is gonna be going too.
Well, you basically just said most of what I was going to say about Cube. I feel that Cube is a trailblazer. He was militant before we even knew what militant was going to be. I mean, NWA. I mean, it put Black people on the map. It was the first group that I know in my day that said "fuck the police," and they didn't give a fuck. And the cops fuck with them. The government fuck with them. I mean, they went through everything. I remember them coming to Detroit. I grew up in Michigan. I remember them coming to Detroit and shutting that concert down because they told them you will be arrested if y'all say "fuck the police." They didn't care. They said "fuck the police." So I always mess with Q. So for people to love him and then turn their back on him because he says he's bipartisan, he's just trying to pass an agenda for Black people, and whoever's going to listen, that's all he wants. I just think it's foolish, and I hate this traditionalist type of mindset that we carry as a people. Is that we all have to do the same damn thing, and if you don't get on the get on bus, somehow you're a coon, somehow you a sellout, or there's a problem, and then we'll start speaking out of pocket in circles and in front of people that we shouldn't be having these conversations in front of in the first place. I just don't understand it. So that's my take on it.
So, by the way, Obama's tax policy paved the way for Trump to pay only $750 in taxes. Yep, those policies and the policies that Joe Biden put in place years ago. But y'all don't want to talk about the Ways and Means Committee or anything like that, because Joe Biden just wasn't there. He was just floating. He was a fucking specter the whole time. 47 years, he did nothing. He was just sitting around.
Yeah, I just think that Black people, we just are traditionalists. And anything that goes against the grain, if you're Black, you're going to be run through the coals. You're going to be ostracized because you literally think out of the box. Someone just said that. Absolutely. You just think out of the box. Yep, nigga smoothie. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because that's what y'all want. You want a Black man to step up, but the way you want him to step up.
Exactly.
You want to be able to call the shots.
And then Black people don't like accountability. Getting back to Claudia Jordan, how are you going to put demands about writing something up for women? And he said, well, I will, but I'm not a woman. I can't write from a woman's perspective. Do you want to be the spokesperson? Do you want to give me with the right? We ain't heard nothing else, have we?
No, but see, here's the thing.
No accountability.
Listen, gorgeous giggle box. Without a doubt. Gorgeous. From the head to like the ends of where her toes start, beautiful girl. Put a pair of glasses on her, and all of a sudden, she just became a fucking Rhodes Scholar. But y'all letting her live? But y'all roast Amanda Seals? And I'm not even an Amanda Seals fan, but come on, people. This broad is going to try and take down Ice Cube?
Well, and then sometimes people are just trying to be relevant as well. I think she's got this show on, what's that?
Fox Soul.
Fox Soul.
They're purple, so they're Black.
So
purple.
Yes. So it's just, I don't know.
I'm over it.
I don't know a whole lot about her, but
no,
except when she used to, model on the game shows and different things like that.
Yeah. No one ever wants to talk monetary policy.
Not at all.
No, because then you have to be accountable to what that looks like.
Exactly.
Right. So, and this is what I was trying to explain, and it's hard for people because a lot of times in the hood, right, or just in Main Street Black America anywhere, right, Black people think that the only way that Black people can come up, entrepreneurially speaking, is through real estate. So they start talking all this stuff. I said, listen, I have well over the 550 credit score it takes to qualify for an SBA loan. I make my business makes well over the threshold of money it takes in order to have an SBA loan. Do you think Dave Anderson has an SBA loan? Anybody? Do you have an SBA loan?
No.
No. Fuck no. You want to know why? Because the fix is in. No. The fix is in. Cliff says both of these candidates are problematic. You just have to choose the one that is best for your interests.
Yep.
Well, I mean, so I either have to let Joe Biden take 62% of what Joe Biden did not help me earn, because when Joe Biden got in the White House, along with Barack, I was homeless.
Well, I'm kind of with Cliff, though. I mean, at this point, I feel that this election, I have never seen it. It's like an emotional election. I'm not saying that people don't have anything to be emotional about, but people can't even have these conversations because everyone's divided on something.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's dividing on something more than I've ever realized. Whole families are being split apart talking about elections, about this coming election. It's a very emotional thing. I don't know. It's because it's 2020.
Mm-hmm.
We're dealing with this pandemic. People are locked in. Their mental health is suffering. But I've never seen people like literally be so venomous and damn near come to blows talking about politics. I've just seen a whole thread of two friends go left because one friend had an opinion that the other didn't agree with.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh my God. Like we were even talking to people, like a couple where they were like friends for years. Kids grew up together, everything, raised their kids together. And they're no longer friends because one supports Trump and the other supports Biden.
Yep.
This, I have never in my life. So I don't know. Like I said, it goes back to the point. Is this just a collective of emotions and so this is, you know, the thing that people can really push back and release all of that tension and stress and mental woe? Or are y'all really like y'all dicks that hard over an election? Like I don't get it. Like it makes no sense to me. Right. And so I've got myself to the point where I don't discuss because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. When I walk in there and I
exercise your right,
that's just what it is. I ain't a damn thing nobody can tell me. But you know, riddle me this: do you guys find that it's you really and you find that people are really emotional? It's weird. It's a weird emotion, and it's not passion. It's crazy. It's like election crazy. You know. You know. I don't know. It's just a different environment. Amanda Harris says there are candidates other than Trump and Biden, and you have the option to not vote for any of them. Absolutely. Right. But how many people, Amanda, we know people are traditionalists. Especially when we talk about our people, they're going to go right in there and you know who they voting for. It ain't going to be Trump.
No, they're going to go for Master Joe. Even though y'all forget that Master Joe talked about how much he admired Strom Thurmond. Y'all forget about the fact that Master Joe was hanging out with the Klan. Y'all forget that Master Joe said he didn't want his sons coming up in a racial jungle. Y'all forget that Master Joe was the one that said that black women are running around in the ghetto with free rent and driving Cadillacs and getting their hair done. He created welfare queens, not Reagan.
Yep, Rachel, I agree with you. I'll be glad when this crap is over too. And I'm happy you said crap. Say it like you mean it. Says, you know, Cliff says, let me balloon this here.
Right.
In our lifetime, we've never seen people commit racist acts in the name of a sitting president. That's painful for a lot of people. Yeah, it is, but it still doesn't give you the right to be crazy with everybody walking around on the street. Like there are people who are literally lost their minds, you know, and I gave you guys a couple of examples and I've just never seen it. And people have a right to feel how they feel. This year in itself has just been a shit show. You know, I get it, but you know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. It's a thickness. It's a fog. It's an evil. It's just different. I've never in my lifetime.
Here's the thing.
Seen this before.
Here's the thing. I don't rewrite history. I just recount it because some of y'all just get lost. Tamir Rice happened under what president?
Obama.
Mike Brown.
Obama.
Trayvon Martin.
Obama.
Sandra Bland.
Obama.
I could do this all fucking day.
Right.
There were more police killings and more random racial incidences under Obama than there were under Trump. And that's not me defending Trump. That is me stating a statistical fact. The difference is they were doing it in the name of a president. One was doing it in the name of trying to make that president higher, and the other ones are doing it in the name of making that president a one-term president. And they continue to do that. And what did Obama do? Oh, well, Trayvon, he could have been my son. Yeah, that's a shame. You got a black attorney general. Didn't do shit. You can't name me anything specifically and directly that Obama did for black people,
Except
but it's
that
like
he was black and they was
he was black, and the man can't dance. How you just a black man that can't dance? Go look at his appearance on Ellen. That nigga cannot dance.
We got some comments here. Amanda Harris says, traditionalist equals crazy. Absolutely. If you can't pivot and shift your mindset,
insanity
absolutely.
is doing the same thing, the same way, at the same time, and expecting different results.
Right.
That's insanity.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
And she said folks are being too emotional, not using critical thinking skills. Absolutely. They just gone. You know.
Nope.
What else? Carla says thank you. And Super Predators was him too. Well,
yeah, and y'all the same motherfuckers talking about people can change.
Okay, we already said actually that's not true. The amount of lynchings went up as anti-Obama sentiment. That's to the point that you just made.
Yep.
I think that was sort of rebutting with what Cliff said earlier. Yeah.
Right.
And Xavier says facts, facts, facts.
Yep.
Luciana says people are overly emotional to the point that logic and reason has been lost. There you go.
It. And we're back.
Sorry.
Families torn apart under Clinton too. Obama and Biden built the fucking cages. For all of y'all that's so hard on you're separating families. Well, who built the cages? Oh, remember when Skip Gates got drug out of his home and Obama decided to hold a beer summit? Yeah, that's after Obama said that that local beat cop, acted stupidly. And they G-checked Obama, and then Obama had to have a beer summit with Skip Gates, and Skip Gates still ain't found his roots. I hope he found his keys. Like, y'all continue to act like none of this happened, right? But what happens is when people get so caught up in this, y'all like the overt stuff. Y'all think the overt stuff makes that much of a difference. It doesn't. It's going to continue to happen. I lived in Texas. I lived in Houston. I lived in San Antonio. I lived in Austin. I lived in Dallas. Listen, there's racists everywhere. There are places where you know not to drive. Straight up and down.
Hell, there's places in Philly you know not to drive.
Straight up and down. Go be in South Philly on that side of South Philly after a certain amount of time.
It's like Bensonhurst 2.0.
Y'all don't want to hear that though. See, here, let's do some quick math. 240, the amount of years before Donald Trump got to be president. 240, the amount of years that America was founded on the bloods and the backs of civil unrest, racial disparity, and systemic white supremacy. Donald Trump did not invent racism. He just became its poster boy. And I'm tired of acting like that situation is okay, because the same people talking about how bad Donald Trump was the same people who was watching The Apprentice every single week. Y'all was the same people hoping that Little John would become the president. Y'all the same people sucking Trump's nuts when he got Arsenio Hall his show back. We not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about the fact that Donald Trump hit the snooze button on Nene Leakes 15 minutes. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about the number one record in 2005 was It's Going Down. Boys in the Hood call me Black Donald Trump. We're not gonna talk about none of that. Because everybody knew he did the Central Park, Exonerated 5 situation where he put out the damn ads. We all knew that shit. Y'all let him rock. Spike Lee canceled Chrisette Michelle, but 2 years earlier was hugged up with Trump and Melania, and it wasn't a doctored picture. You want to know how I know? Because Spike Lee tried to explain it on my Instagram page. So I'm trying to understand where your culpability in allowing this monster to run free for the better part of 60 years comes in. Oh, it's the same way you let this monster named Joseph R. Biden from Delaware down the street from my black ass run rampant. But okay. No, it's okay. It's all right. Nay.
The one thing.
Yeah, I was referring to that, not you, but I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
No. Go ahead, read it. But I'm saying
you wanted me to read it.
No, because that'll come off like when 5%ers they be sitting there. Read. Like,
No. You said Nene. I thought you were talking to me. Tobias says the one thing I like about Trump is he isn't afraid to wield power. He also advocates for his base. Now ask if the Democrats do any of that for us, despite getting over 90% of our votes. Absolutely, we not, because we just give our votes away. Mm-hmm. We give our votes away with no expectation or no ask for anything in return. And I just can't get with that. I don't understand it. It's whack.
Listen.
So, do we want to bring some people in?
I would love to bring some people in, but people are scared. They're not coming. I promise I'll play nice.
But this is just people's opinion. I mean,
yeah, like I ain't tripping.
No one's judging. No one's.
I refuse to judge. I'm just telling you, y'all gonna take the 62% of me if you all want to. I will disappear. I will go right next to where Tupac. I'm sorry. I will go to a place in Cuba where I know somebody is.
Ooh, that's right. Somebody said they give it away for hope. Yep. Keep hope alive. Mm-hmm. Your vote, just you might be that one person. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Y'all
do realize that if there was a situation where all black people, all white people, all Asian people, all people of Latinx descent decided to not go to the polls, they would still elect the president. You do realize that you do not and have never, if you have lived in the United States for all of your life, you have never once participated in a democracy. This is a democratic republic. And that false thing that was used to sell more flags to schools and to the republic for which it stands tells you it's a republic. Not only that, your so-called founding fathers, slave owners, not tax evaders, because that's what the fuck they are. So if you're mad at Donald Trump, be mad at George Washington, John Adams, Benjamin fucking Franklin, be mad at all of them because they were evading taxes too. Oh, but y'all don't like to read the history. But they said that we don't want a majority rule. We don't want a democracy because if we have a democracy, then what will happen is the people will be in control of the situation. And the only one who wanted a democracy was Jefferson. You know, because you know how much he liked the black pussy. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't there. It's in the history books. I just read a lot of them. So,
yeah, let's talk about that, Amanda. How many of you have been stalked by either party? Oh my God. My daughter must get at least a dozen letters from randos. Ooh, handwritten letters.
Handwritten
from
randos.
all over the United States, telling her to place her vote and why they vote and why it's important. It's the weirdest stuff ever. It's so weird. Like, so have you guys seen this? And Amanda says, I'm not giving my vote away. I got yelled at and hung up on by one of those Democrat volunteers. I had time. Absolutely. It's the weirdest thing. I must get about 5 texts a day.
Yeah.
Trying to tell me who I need to vote for and whatnot. And I've even seen posts where people are getting intimidation emails and text messages because your information is just out there.
I got to show y'all something. We're going to play show and tell.
I can't.
No, y'all will get this.
Let me see if we got any more comments coming in.
Oh, no, somebody threw it away.
What was it? The texting me like crazy. Absolutely. I swear I get 5+ texts a day. Somebody trying to tell me how to vote, who to vote for. It's just, and it gets to a point like, where are you getting all this information? We have so much information about ourselves out here in these internet streets. They just selling our information and just throwing us to the wolves. It's a bit, after a while, it gets a bit creepy.
Right.
Just sent them a cease and desist. Okay.
You got to. It's the best $500 you'll spend for peace.
Absolutely.
There were some things and there were some flyers in there I was saving just for the show, but I forgot.
You tossed them.
But there was this one flyer that said, he's talking about us, and it talks about a lot of those quotes.
Oh, I think I know where those are.
You do? Oh shit. Maybe I didn't toss them. But yeah. Like, no. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. Because I didn't vote in the primary. Because if I'd have voted in the primary, I'd have voted for Bernie, and I wouldn't be saying shit right now. I'd be like, go, Bernie, go. Because, Bernie get up there and he'll do that whole Doc Brown from Back to the Future, like, I'm on the top of the 1% and the 1% and the 1% and an abstention of the 1%, like, so I can't. I'm going to kill you, Dad. Listen. The 1% in the sifting is 1%. You know what I'm saying? He sound like Bill Cosby with his throat scratchy. I just could not believe that they shut down the primary with 24 states left to vote, and I didn't get to vote. I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I'm an independent. I did not vote for Joe Biden to be the guy. You know who did? BH, Barack Hussein. He did that. Right? Some landlords are sending letters to tenants on how to vote. Right? They got people, they're getting all these old yentas, all these old people to call and text their kids like, hey, do you know that do you know that you can go early vote? You know you can do this, that, and third. Yeah, I'm gonna go vote in person. I'm gonna go on election day. Like, I don't trust the mail-in ballots. That's just me. You know, it's gonna be an election month, and I think, for the life of me, we're gonna have a situation where it's not gonna be what folks think it's gonna be, and I think it's gonna be a shit show, and I think this thing's gonna be tied up till February. You found him?
I did not.
Oh, it's all right. Don't even worry about it. But I think it's going to be tied up till February, folks. I think that this situation is going to be really, really backwards. So yeah, I would love for you guys to come through. Like, we gave you the link. I'm gonna try and send it to y'all one more time, because I know that's it. But y'all, for some reason, just don't want to come on camera and talk with some black folks about these politics, about this policy. Xavier said next time it's going to be an invoice. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Can I pick your brain? No, I'll send you an invoice. Maryland's governor voted for Ronald Reagan. Wait, what? She said, I told her all the other Americans need to start thinking about black people. Here's what I don't get. You love our music. You love our penises. You love our asses. You love our rap music. You love our food. You love our style. You love our creativity. You love the way that we praise the Lord, because y'all don't even know how to praise God right. That's a damn... Y'all praise God so goddamn... Like, it's so vanilla. Everything we do. And then y'all are so good at the mind fuck that you actually have black people believing that vanilla is not black when it is.
Oh, yes.
What do you think them specs is? That ain't roach shit. That's the vanilla bean is black, ho. But I digress. I really want...
Well, we are programmed. And,
I really just want somebody to just unplug the programming. I really do. Like, I'm curious to know.
I'm curious to know how many people voted already.
Oh,
how many people already did their mail-in ballots?
Yes.
Oh, and another thing that's crazy. They have really been nailing people's asses for posting these voting selfies, because people are getting really excited because everyone's doing this mail-in ballot because everyone's scared of the COVID. No one wants to go in person, and in some states it's illegal to take any type of picture or anything in front of like a voting thing, let alone your ballot.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are really getting their asses handed to them. So it's crazy. There's all types of craziness happening right here. Black people are
satisfied with being in entertainment. David, with you, enough of the BS. Let's go to the meat and potatoes. That's how I feel. Like, I don't think that we have anything else that we need to do that's more important than just cutting down the brass tacks. But my whole thing is, all right, here's what I want for those of you, because I'm trying to be educated and I'm trying to be as open-minded as possible. For those of you who say we've got to get Trump out, fine. My question is, let's say we get Trump out, because that can happen November 5th, right? November 3rd. Yeah, sorry, I'm used to it to being the 5th. Sorry, okay. November 3rd, right? Because the 5th, I'm not gonna be here. But no, so November 3rd, we get Trump out. Does racism go away? Does systematic white supremacy go away? Does the infiltration of the police officers doing the job that they were created to do in the first place, protect landmass owning white people, go away? Does redlining go away? Does the fact that Wells fucking Fargo just shut down my merchant account because I'm processing too much money go away? I want to know what you get when you get this man out of office. Is racism solved? We can go home now? We can't vote. We're Kelvin Show. We can't vote out racism? But the soul of America is on the ballot, according to Joe Biden. We're going to build back better. What the fuck does that even mean?
Well, let her explain. Raquel, can you explain what you mean by that?
She's saying racism automatically is still going to be here.
I mean, yeah, we know that, but yeah. I mean, sometimes people.
Yeah.
I hate sometimes when people type. You may not always get what they're really trying to, and there may be something to that. I just don't want to assume.
Right.
We didn't put Trump in there, but they're depending on black people to clean up their mess. Child.
Right, because black people voted. We just didn't vote in record numbers because, well, it wasn't a black person on the ballot, it was Hillary, but we still came out and voted. We weren't the problem. It was white women doing their race first.
Oh, Tobias says, how do I get on? Click the link. Dave, put the link in there again so he can click it.
He said, I can barely work my telephone. You know what? Tobias, matter of fact, I'm going to text you the link, bro. I am going to text you the link right now. There we go. So I'm sending it to your phone. You can
Dave has put the link, Tobias, here, and he's also sending it to you. He's texting it to you.
Sorry, bro.
It's the StreamYard one.
Yeah, StreamYard
one. She just there she is. Racism is in the construct to vote within the same system. It won't simply disappear.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. Your problems are not going to be solved from a political standpoint when you're not making financial moves. Yeah, this fool said telephone. Y'all got to understand that Tobias has served in our military. You know, there's probably some PTSD that has not been completely diagnosed because the VA situation has been jacked up ever since the Clinton administration. But we believe that the guts of what he has to say is important. Oh Lord, here you go.
Oh,
there you go.
I see the face.
You better clean that camera lens, sir. That camera lens looking a little ghostly, looking a little dusty. You might clean that lens, bro.
Hey, I was making short reels earlier. You know, I'm like Marcus on Boomerang here. You know.
What up, fam?
Man, trying to be like that. How y'all doing?
Good.
All right. Oh, my mom says hi too, by the way.
Hey, mom, what's up, man?
Yeah, she yelled at me earlier, but but y'all was talking about this election, right? And I've always said that Black people look at voting as it's voting for homecoming king. It's not. It's business because you're supposed to have something to vote. And the one good thing about living here in Phoenix compared to Alabama, because I can count on one hand how many times Blue won Alabama, you know. But those Latinos there, they will say, "What are we getting? What are you going to do for us?" They expect you to do something for illegal immigrants who came into the country illegally, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, like out here, Dave, you remember when you came out here? You probably seen it. There are pockets of this town, the Phoenix metro area, where everything's written in Spanish. You know, they got their own businesses in Spanish because they get these subsidies, these money and stuff. You got whole areas like shopping centers that's written in Arabic, and they got their own products. Same thing to I think it's Vietnamese. If I apologize, anybody's listening, you know, get that stuff wrong. They had a dental office written in the Vietnamese, you know, but they're not afraid to ask for what they want and demand what they want. We just don't want to be called nigga. And we just got to keep that because if Biden gets in, what's going to change? Black people lost wealth under Obama. And I get tired of Black folks saying, well, he can't do nothing. Is he the damn president or he's asking Obama, can he go outside? Just be real with it. Because under Bush, Black people only got 8% of SBA loan. Small number. Under Obama, it was 1%. And he did not audit the banks. One time for that. You don't need Congress to audit the banks for that stuff. You say, why are Black people only getting 1% of these loans? Things like that. And people say, what do you want people to do? Well, we say it, but you only listen to entertainers. I'm not knocking Cardi B. I got nothing against her. But the thing is with her, she ain't even Black, and you got her speaking for Black people. Ice Cube, I'm talking about foundational Black Americans. I ain't going on technicalities on the islands, you know. Right. Ice Cube has a Black wife, launched careers of so many Black people, put them on, keep them on. But yet, we will listen to a vice president who ain't even put an AKA on anywhere. Find me an AKA that worked for Kamala Harris. I'm waiting.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
So, my thing is that we look at it emotionally. Donald Trump is showing you how sausage is made in this country. I already voted. I did not vote for that man. I did not vote for him. And they can say all this about white supremacy. I don't give a damn if you say you denounce white supremacy. It's about your actions that denounce white supremacy, the policies that you advocate for. So Joe Biden has gone along with white supremacy Because what is the policy that he advocated for? What has the policy Obama advocated for and fought for? Because people don't realize the reason I may say that man is because his policies are going to outlive him. Obama could be dead and gone for 20 years. His policies are still going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Just like all these other presidents. We are all we worried about are photo ops. Are we making it feel good? Because I'm sorry, here's a lot of things that piss me off, right? That when Ice Cube, they saying that well, it ain't the right time. Well, politicians supposed to campaign until election day. Okay, when's the right time then? No one ever says that. The right time is now. Because if you ain't gonna talk to me now, I'm gonna talk to somebody who is. Ain't none of y'all gonna go to your job and say, hey, you'll start here next month. We'll talk to you about your salary next month. Ain't none of y'all doing that.
Nope. Nope. None.
You know, I just believe it's that, and like they gonna blame black men when Trump gets reelected. Hell, I won $100 betting that he would beat Hillary's. I knew that was gonna happen. You know, I got a gambling problem. But anyway, you know the Black Pete Rose. But he's gonna win again because I don't care what y'all say. These people out there, say what you want to about this man. Like I said, I would never vote for him. I never have. I never will. His base is organized. They got one clear message. What's the Democrats' message? We don't have one.
Get Trump out.
They're too spread out. Oh, intersectionalists, your sexuality, your gender. White women can talk about their gender, they getting stuff because their men are getting stuff. So they're double dipping. They're double dipping here.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, and like what black people got to realize, the first 100 days of an administration is what stuff they really want to do. Trump could put that bullshit platinum plan he's doing. He could already done it. He's a damn president. Why he wait? You know. But then also when Obama came in, 9 days after he got elected, the first time I was not elected, but he was inaugurated. He signed the Lilly Ledbetter Act. That's perfect for white women getting equal pay because black women still make less than white women. Hell, black men make less than white women and doing the same work, just educating all that stuff. You notice they never say that. They never bring up that black women make less than white women. They just say women. And too many black women buy into it. And then the Jamel Hills of the world be thinking that black men don't control shit. You know, so that's just some things that, you know, that been on my chest and stuff. And that they going to blame black people, but they are too afraid. I'm talking to you too, Roland Martin. He need to cut that hair off. I cut mine off. He can too. It's over. Yeah. But white women voted for Trump at over half. Latinos, the one that he caping for and willing to give free health care, every free stuff to, voted him nearly 30%. Asians, that not just the, lack of a better word, the traditional Orientals, that includes Indians as well. That part of Asia. They voted 30%. Black people voted off Hillary at a higher rate than any of those other groups, but they blaming folks who ain't vote. Instead of getting mad at folks that didn't vote, ask why they didn't vote. Why they didn't feel excited or confident in the candidates they put out. How about that? Because no matter what you say about Obama had my issues, people were excited to vote for him. They were excited to come out for him. Even though I thought Michelle did the heavy lifting because she was a black woman who was there, because Obama dated one of those white women he loved so much, the milk of magnesia, he wouldn't be president. You know, but you got he created an excitement for people to come out and vote. Biden's not doing that. It's kind of like the guy you meet someone online, is a bad. You like, man, she don't like her picture. Well, I already made the trip. That's what it reminds me of. You know, but we have to demand more as a people. We also have to understand every group cares about their group first. Kind of like The Walking Dead. Most people watching The Walking Dead. They cared about their group first. Then if you want about we got it, we'll give it to you. We have to be also ready to fight, piss these other groups off. because they don't care about our feelings when it comes to them getting stuff. And if Trump is reelected, you have to meet with that man because he's the damn president and for 4 more years. You could pout, go on a temper tantrum, fold your arms up. He's still the president. You got to try to advocate because those Latinos he talked bad about, they were there meeting with him, trying to get stuff cut.
Yep, it's true. Yep. It's true. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for stopping in, my man.
Thank you.
Yo, so yeah, like.
And to the Facebook user who was looking for the link,
I just sent it to him.
Oh, okay, just
I found
him,
so I sent it to him, so he should have it.
Yeah.
Y'all, I want us to just listen, man. Y'all the same people who got raised by your mammies and your pappies, who was told just don't buy, or I buy the cow when you get the milk for free. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but your vote is the milk. Your vote is the milk, and they just fucking you out of it. They just literally just fucking the vote out of you. And they come around every 4 years talking that good. And they lay down with you and you go, oh, that was so wonderful. And they say, well, are you going to give me a hot towel to clean me off? Well, we're going to look into that. In the meantime, are you going to sleep in the wet spot? Well, we're going to look into that. We're going to see. So, I want to see what else. Okay, so it looks like Marquez Smith is here. Let's see what he's got to say. What up, bro?
Hi, Marquez. Oh, we can't hear. Oh, is he on mute?
Unmute yourself. You got to unmute yourself, bro.
You can't.
No, I can't do it. He's got to do it. Oh, no.
No.
I'm going to take y'all StreamYard scoop. That's all right.
He might come back on.
I think he's going to come back on. But yeah, man, like y'all got to start demanding stuff for your vote. Okay, there we go. Oh, here we go. What up?
Hey, what up?
Hey.
So, I just want to ask, man, because it's really been digging at me, man. The one statement that Kamala Harris said, I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people, okay?
No!
That statement, I wanted to know if Kamala Harris would have said, I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm going to do anything specifically for the Jewish community, or I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm going to do anything specifically for the Asian community. I don't think the Jewish community or the Asian community would have voted for her. Yet you got every black person with a platform screaming, go run vote for Kamala Harris after she just told you she's not going to do anything specifically for you. I don't,
but she's so black.
Yeah, it's to me, it's kind of like, you get beat up, a million times, and you know that if you go train, you might have a chance to win the fight. Okay, black people don't train. They don't train. We don't train our minds politically to ask for anything. Hey, well, since my mama voted and my grandmama voted, let me go and cast this vote. Let me go and jump in line, with the generational fuckery. Because it's just generational fuckery at this point. And no one's ever fucking told me, hey, man, when you go in here, you need to ask them. You need to make sure that you get something for your... Nobody's ever in my life told me to ask for something for my vote.
Absolutely not.
That's the problem. Like you said, I think that's the problem, period. We haven't been taught to ask. Like the last brother just said, just ask. Closed mouth, don't get fed. You have not because you ask not.
Ain't wrong.
That's just what it is in a nutshell. And I applaud you two big time for starting that pack. Okay, so we can put our money in and we can get our own candidates and we can get our own laws passed and we ain't got to play in this game.
I appreciate you, fam.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, man. Peace, y'all. Peace and love.
Peace.
Yep, peace and love.
Oh, man. So, yeah, if y'all haven't gone to bullypack.com, make sure y'all look at that agenda. We put a lot of work into that agenda. I want y'all to check that out. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but that's all right. Looks like M. Walker wants to join. What up, fam?
Hi.
Man, what's going on, Business Bully? How are you today?
Hanging in there. Yeah, say hi to Janay. Don't be rude. There's a lady sitting here. Say hi.
Yeah, of course. The lady of the house, the business, that handles everything. What's up?
Hi.
I'm sorry, I'm getting everything ready right now. You were in my post-Trump course.
Hey,
I remember when you came in there, you rocked the house. You know what I mean? So I had to come back in here and show some love. Plus, I'm a fan. But I'm gonna get
Appreciate
into
you,
it real
man.
quick. The things I want to talk
Yeah.
about is first and foremost just the Black community in general. I feel as if it's been so inconsistent, and I understand why it's been inconsistent. You know what I mean? There's a lot of systematic racism, systematic pressure, loans. I mean, everything. If you look at the history, 40s, 30s, 20s, 1910s till now, systematically somehow we have been kept down, you know. So I had this conversation today with a friend. We were talking, and I told her, I was like, you know, you look at Caucasian families, or however you want to put it, you know, they were taught to save, they were taught to read, they were taught to have savings accounts and have things in order. So when you get out on your own, you can stand on your own 2 feet. I feel like in the Black community, it's been taught to lean on one another. Oh, if I make it, then all of us make it. If I got 1,000,000, then where's my 100,000? You know what I
Right.
mean? It's never a point to where we were taught. I mean, we were literally beat, whipped, enslaved for reading. You know, we were enslaved for these types of things. So I don't want to make excuse on how the Black psyche is or why we do some of the things we do. But what I will say is just that systematic pressure on our psyche definitely doesn't allow us to see things in a different light. The gentleman brought up the Cardi B versus Ice Cube. You know what I mean? When I seen them put Cardi B on TV to represent us, I was like he said, no, nothing against her, but
Right.
why would you do that? You know what I mean? And I honestly feel like sometimes people do that to keep people confused. You know, Cardi B, I'm sure she doesn't do the necessary homework and the necessary things to understand what we need as a whole, what these people need as a whole. You know what I mean? Now, Ice Cube, they literally slaughtered this man, and the only thing he's doing is exactly what Mr. Anderson does or what Mr. Grace does, which is get to the meat and potatoes. I don't want to feel good. I don't care about a
Right.
Democrat. I don't care about a Republican. I
This is
care
what
about
it is.
money in my pocket. I care about that 40 acres in a mule. I care about reparations. I care about anything and everything that's going to make my people catch up and at least have an even playing field without having to work so hard to get there. Just want an even playing field. I don't want anything extra. I just want something possible. I want a possibility to be able to get a house loan and not be able to get screwed over and get a higher interest rate, and on the back end still be enslaved by money until the day I die. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're looking for here. So I say that to say, and like I said, I'm not going to stay on long, but I say that to say, you know, us as, I'm just going to use the word colored because I have color on my skin. That melanin is so good. But us as colored Americans, I guess you could say, I feel as if we definitely need to start focusing on the bigger picture. They keep us enslaved by everything they put on TV and, you know, everything that they try to do to get us so in our feelings. You know what I mean? I used to say all the time, I don't understand how you could not like Black people but want to tan all the time. Like, that's the craziest thing to me. You don't like the color of somebody's skin or how they look, but you want to tan. You don't like how they look, but you want the lips. You don't like how they look, but you want the hips. You know what I mean? I've never understood that, you know, so that lets you know right there, just like Mr. Anderson said, the swag, the finesse, you know, we carry grace, you know what I'm saying? We carry so much, you know, so you can't even explain it, that they want it all and they want to monetize it. They love you when you're playing basketball. They love you when they're making the music that they can recite and everything else. But as soon as you try to get money savvy, as soon as Mr. Anderson put them dollars in there and try to make that account happen, oh, well, can't do that. Why are those dollars moving? Why is a man of your caliber able to do these things? That's just like saying, why is the slave able to read? We didn't teach him that. We didn't teach him to get the money.
Come
We
through.
didn't teach him how did he get there? And if he got there, we have to stop that, because if so many catch on and it catches like a wildfire in California, this world will turn upside down on its head, and the powers that be will not be able to fight anymore for the things that they want. The people will rise up and be able to conquer and overcome. But until us as a people come together and really get on that same page, it honestly will never happen. And that goes to show, the proof is in the pudding. The Ice Cube thing, this man was really laboring. This man was laboring, and they slaughtered him because of a misinformed statement. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I pray blessings to everybody on here. You know what I mean? And I hope, yeah.
Yep. Thank you, man. See you in a minute. Cliff says, I hope you plan on taking your money out of that bank. Oh, no. You know I'm saying bye-bye. It's a sin and a shame, but yeah, no. Because if you don't advocate for yourself with your actions, I don't care what you do with your mouth. So no, I'm divesting of the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like for those of you just tuning in, I was talking about how Wells Fargo said, yeah, well, when you initially signed up, you said that you will only be processing this amount of money, but now you're processing 3 or 4 times that. And we think it's a risk. And I said, well, how is it a risk? I've never had a chargeback, and any chargeback never came through. I beat because I got contracts and lawyers and accountants. Like, I do business. And they're like, yeah, but you know what? We just not. And I'm like, can I have your name and your badge number? I got it. I'm going to do a whole nother live on that later on in the week. But no, I will be divesting from all of my business accounts from there, with the exception of one account that I have tied up for the next 6 months. Everything else, it's a dead deal. And I'm gonna go have me a little bidding war. I'm gonna walk on over to TD. I'm gonna walk on over to United Bank of Philadelphia. I'm gonna walk on over to Bank of America, and that's gonna be that. And so yeah, like I'm definitely pulling my money out, so you can cancel that. If you don't chill, child. No, you can have your ball. You can have this knuckle sandwich. So, you got any last minute thoughts?
No, I just think that for me, I think it's a personal decision of who you're going to go to the polls and vote for. It's a personal decision if you're choosing not to vote. But at the end of the day, don't give your vote away. You deserve something for your vote. If you have not thought about it, then you need to start thinking about what those things are. I think you need to vote your interest in whatever that is to you. I don't think the days of, I'm a Democrat, I'm just going to go vote for the Democrat just for the simple fact that I'm a Democrat or vice versa. I think those days are over. I think that we are moving into a different space as Black people. We all have similar and common interests, but we're also different. We're not a monolithic people either. You know, we have just as much advantages and rights, and we own businesses and homes and families. We're in different socioeconomic positions, and we need to think accordingly. And we need people in every aspect of the socioeconomic ladder to do their due diligence. And I just hate this traditionalist mindset. It gets us nowhere, and we have been here decade after decade after decade, and nothing is getting better. And it's because we can't push ourselves away for this traditionalist mindset. These tricks and these carrots that they dangle is enough for us just to say, I'm gonna go vote when I need to vote, and that's it. That's what I'm supposed to do. And then we post selfies looking stupid. Okay, then you run down why you vote for that person. Half of these people can't even tell you why. They just knew they should have got out there and voted. So that's, for me, that's disheartening. I'm going to go vote. I'm not feeling either side, to be honest with you, but I'm going to go vote and do my civic duty. But at the end of the day, I think about, these things. It's just, it's just not that simple to me to just give my vote away. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to be undecided right to the time I walk up to that door. I mean, I have a lot, because every time I think I have my mind made up, there's some BS that kind of makes me get back in my bag. Like, ooh, should I stay home or should I not? But I'm going to go do what I need to do. But it's just different days and times. But I just think that we need to be a lot smarter, and we need to really think about this thing, because I'm just tired. I got children. I would hate to see that my youngest Black folks are still thinking this way when my youngest gets old enough to vote. That's sad, and that's not that far away.
No, 13 years to go by like snap. The older I get to realize a decade ain't shit. So like to me, my whole thing is, I just want people to understand that you're not supposed to just give it away for free. And they don't go to Chinatown with this a vote. If you don't vote, it's a vote for Trump. You've never seen that in Chinatown or Koreatown, Little Italy. Don't never say that to nobody but black people, because black people are the only people dumb enough to fall for that, because we don't read policies. We don't look at agendas. We don't understand that our dollars matter. And you vote not only with your songs and your marches and your hashtags and your fucking avatars, but and the fucking frames. Hello, you dumb darkies. You putting a frame on telling people to vote is not really doing anything. It's not. I mean, okay, that makes you happy. Y'all remember a few months ago when I told y'all that blackout wasn't going to do shit, and y'all argued me down, and lo and behold, on July 8th, nothing fucking happened. Your shit didn't get any better. The world didn't get any less racist, but y'all think one day is doing something. You cannot dip your toe in the pool of greatness and think that is enough. You got to cannonball splash that bitch. And the best way to do that is to vote, and vote with your wallets. And if you don't know where to vote, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just trying to get the comments. Carla says identity politics is a trap.
Facebook user says exactly.
And Facebook user says, I'm with you, Dave.
Yeah, Facebook used to be covered with the comments, so shout out to you. But this is my favorite. We honestly have the upper hand and don't even know it. Like, yo, we set the tone for everything. But if we did what everybody else does, even the LGBTQIA have people on both sides of the aisle. If you think I'm wrong, ask Bruce. I mean, Caitlyn Jenner.
You got to. I don't. How could you not? And why would you not want to have people on both sides of the aisle? Right. To sort of see, what's happening here.
Right. And that's the thing. And see, even with that, there's a difference between my personal.
And that goes back to Carla's point.
Right. My personal values are one thing, but I can never go back to corporate America. It's not going to happen. So my business values are something else. And then I got to think about, like in the past 10 years, right? Like a lot of my friends have died. My man, Sean Skywalker died. My friend Patrice O'Neal died. My friend James Hanna died. I've had a lot of people die. One of my best friends, Chris Taylor, died. So I'm looking and I'm seeing my peers fall off. And I got to think about my legacy and what that means from a financial standpoint to the mother of my children and my children. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, that's what y'all don't get. Y'all don't think from a logical standpoint about anything. And that's my issue. So it's not just a one situation. I understand some people are one issue voters, and I'm a one issue voter too. Right now, I don't want a motherfucker taking 62% of shit he did not help me go. That's my one issue. Because that one issue permeates all of this shit. Because ain't going to be no, it's not my business. Ain't going to be no business bully TV. If this motherfucker takes 62%, I'm pulling the plug on all that shit. I'm sorry, your screen didn't freeze. I just needed to pause for dramatic effect. Listen, so we'll see you guys. Oh, somebody said, yes, let's stop getting our vote away on all levels, especially locally, state, and federally. More information, vote with your money 24/7. It speaks louder. That's all I'll be saying. Yeah, too emotionally invested.
Yeah,
that's what it is. So listen, we'll see you guys. Do you have anything else before I close?
Oh, no,
we good.
No.
So listen,
I just want to say, I want to thank everybody who did come on live.
Yes.
I loved it. We need to do that more.
Yeah,
often.
y'all gonna start just coming in, and we're just gonna have we're gonna chop it up.
But,
wait. I'm sorry, I forgot. So a couple things I want to get off real quick before we go, and I'm gonna let y'all go. But I feel like that, Pat. I just got a couple more. I'm gonna be quick. Listen, first things first, right? I'm gonna need y'all right now to go to ILoveMyCurlsBox.com and order them boxes, straight up and down. I Love My Curls box. It's got It's got the bamboo comb.
It's that bamboo comb and brush set. Yep. It has Black Indigo Naturals hair tea and butter, and it also has a book.
It has the book and the t-shirt. So you get that. So get
that's okay. It goes by
you get that, and then there's stickers and all types of goodies in there. It's a beautifully put together box, and it's great, and it's wonderful just in time for the holidays, because y'all already know Halloween, all that.
Carla E. Kelly, he was in there.
Yeah, Carla, you can support Carla.
Yeah, that is her business, Black Indigo Naturals, and me wrote the book.
Yes, she wrote the book. So that's the other thing. Also, y'all can check out the I Love My Curls billboard in Times Square. If y'all haven't seen that, go check that out. And for those of you who have been using like your Calendly, trying to use oh god, what's the name of that? I can see this ManyChat for your bots, trying to get a website built, and you don't know the first thing about HTML from High Five. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, go to bullyai.com. If you go to bullyai.com, you can get a website with a bot that can help you sell and do more starting at $7 a month. So go to www.bullyai.com. I'm gonna put it in the chat for y'all real quick. BULLYAI.com. Yes, y'all gotta go because y'all are spending money everywhere, but where y'all need to. Yep, y'all spending money everywhere, but y'all can't even think about what goes on and how that moves. Also want to make sure that I'm putting all these links up and spelling them right because that dyslexia is kicking in because it's late at night and I'm low on calories. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I give all the important shout outs there. And then last but certainly not least, I love my curls box.com. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, see, so I told you dyslexia gonna kick in.
It looks good.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, there we go. Boom. So y'all make sure y'all do that, right? Share the show, share your comments, share your feedback, and then feel free to join, man, because you want to come through and we'll do that. Let's see what Jeff says. Jeff says, I've been a registered voter since March 27, 1990, and it's taken me 30 years to realize that politics and theater is one and the same.
Oh, that's a good quote there, Jeff.
Ooh, we're going to end on that note. All right, so we'll see you guys next time. Make sure that you guys, stay tuned.
And the chat room's open.
Chat room is open. Y'all can go ahead to register to itsnotmybiz.com and check all that good stuff out. And we will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.